So I'm wearing teal, and September is PCOS Awareness Month, Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome. I did a short video about having PCOS myself, and I do want to bring awareness about to PCOS, because it's confusing because it doesn't always contend with the ovaries. There's so many more key factors to PCOS, like fatigue, depression, irritability and mood swings, joint pain, just to name a few, nausea, and of course it's being a hormone imbalance, so it can lead to diabetes and high blood pressure. Myself, I did look at a book or two to help give some key factors to those out there who really are unfamiliar. But in my own personal story, when I went to the 14 different doctors and they gave me these different diagnoses from having endometriosis, where one doctor actually was close enough to removing both of my ovaries because they thought that was the reason, but thank God it was not. And I cannot say thank God enough for Dr. Horvat, because without her my life would not be as amazing as it is with what we've overcome. And I can honestly say that I feel like with the cyst being removed, I have a greater chance of being able to have my own children. And that is something I really pray for. Peanut, what are you doing? Come over here, baby. Come here. Well, he's not going to listen to me. That's my dog, by the way, Peanut. And he steals the show everywhere. Anyway, back to PCOS. These 14 different doctors couldn't diagnose it. They would give me bogus excuses, but they couldn't really come down to what it was. If it wasn't for Dr. Horvat, I'd still be living in limbo land. So for that, I am forever grateful. For her doing the wedging and rebuilding me, I'm grateful for that too. For me to actually now put together a workout program and me stick to it out of motivation to want my own children. And also, I was on high blood pressure pills there for a while. And I have been blessed through hard work, dedication, and that never give up attitude and hope that the best is yet to come. I have been, knock on wood, home free from high blood pressure pills for going on 3 years now. I go back in September 22nd to see my doctor. Every time that there's a doctor's visit, there's always that worry there, that fear about my weight, because weight gain doesn't just happen with what you eat with PCOS. With that hormonal imbalance, it's actually out there as a factor to help get that weight going in the wrong direction. Without the control of the diet, meaning no bread, no pizza, no red meat, then you don't have the right diet going on for PCOS. And your weight will fluctuate in the wrong direction, and you don't want that. So it takes the exercise, the good diet, to keep things going and hopefully remain me off of my high blood pressure pills. Again, I know the closer I get to 40, it's not good to have a child. And one of my friends actually spooked me the other day and said, well, if you do meet Mr. Right and you can't have your own child, you won't be able to adopt a baby, that you would have to adopt a 5-year-old or a 7-year-old. And I would pray, I know every child out there needs a good home, and I know that they need love. However, not that I'm special or anything, but I would prefer to start out with a baby. Probably many of you out there would prefer that, because you don't want to have that, oh my goodness, when they get mad at you, throw it at your face, I'm not your mom. but you would pray that you would be able to give them enough love and understanding and compassion that they would never do that. I don't know. I've personally thought about IVF. I have thought about adoption as well. But with me going back to college now, I'm just going to have to put it in God's hands and follow whatever plan He may see fit. Which I'm praying children is a big part of that plan. I would love Mr. Right and then children. I have been smart when it comes to love. I have played it safe a lot of times. Mainly because if I let my guard down, I don't want to be hurt. I don't want to be in a situation again where I feel like I don't measure up or I'm not good enough. I want to be able to say, you know what? I am so blessed, so freaking outstanding of this world. I want this man to look at me and go, oh my gosh, you are my blonde bombshell, nobody else's. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't know, maybe be more possessive and be like, okay, you know what, costume shoots are done, you're my blonde bombshell, you're my diva, I don't share you. PCOS, there's always that insecurity that you don't feel like you measure up. And I think that's one thing that has hurt me greatly, because you second guess yourself. And there's that fear, that anxiety out there. The lack of sleep sometimes is a factor with PCOS, where fatigue falls in, depression. And you know what, my depression, when it kicks in, boy does it kick in. All I can say is, for each of us PCOS divas out there, it's very hard. It's a struggle in what we eat and how we exercise. And yeah, we may not be the Jessica Simpsons, I've said it before, or Beyonce's, or anybody to that nature. But you know what? We all live our own lives, which our lives tell a story. And whether it's here on YouTube or in real life or wherever you are, you have your own story to tell. Each story is different, just like each case of PCOS is different. Not any story is the same story, which is unique in itself. The disease, if they want to call it that, is a blessing, curse, whatever, but yet each case is not the same. There's different factors in each case, like hair loss, or maybe acne, or just a great difference of mood swings. But not every woman has the same symptoms. I urge all of the women out there watching this video, as well as the men who I hope would support their women going through either the stages of PCOS to getting pregnant, and miscarriage is a very high thing with PCOS. So I would pray that, we don't have any more miscarriages out there. I would pray that the doctors can find cures for each stage of PCOS. Most importantly, I would not wish this amongst my worst enemy. But I would pray for the doctors to find a cure for PCOS. We all know it leads to high blood pressure and diabetes and all the worst things in the world. But what if we could stop leading into and put an end before the beginning? I don't know. Just how I feel. PCOS Awareness Month. God bless all of us divas. The best is yet to come.